wait for the other minute or two and let them join. And once they join, we will start the session fast. Okay. So just by that time, I'll just put the YouTube streaming also, because there are students who are watching in YouTube also, right? So yeah. So today is our last session, I guess, in this series. This will be our last session. Data handling. That is the fourth chapter, right? So let others also join, and then we will start immediately. Yes. Akshat has asked a question: Ronaldo or Messi? Akshat, it's a very what do you call? I won't say it's a very good question. It is a very confusing question, Akshat. Okay. Akshat has asked me anyway. Akshat has asked me. I'm asking Akshat, what is your favorite? Who's your favorite? Is it Ronaldo or Messi? Like, put it there. Ronaldo. Akshat said Ronaldo. Okay. Srinidhi and other students who watch football. Hello. 1 second. Not moving. Just give me a second. Yeah. Srinidhi has said it's Messi. Okay. Notification. Yeah. Okay, Srinidhi has said that it is Messi, and has also said that it's Messi, Ronaldo or Messi, right? So yeah, in my case, like I would say both. Like yeah, Mbappe. Abel has said that it's Mbappe. Okay, the right answer. Yeah. In my case, I would say both. Like both are greats. Both are the legends of the game, right? So it would be both Ronaldo as well as Messi. I will have to stand in that, because if I say Ronaldo, there will be other people who likes Messi and say that okay, Sir is a Ronaldo fan. If I say Messi, other students will say that Sir is a Messi fan. So I don't want that credit of being a Ronaldo or a Messi fan now. I will be as a neutral, and yeah, Ronaldo is good and Messi is also good. Both are in their own levels. Okay. And Mbappe also, it's I think Abel has said that Mbappe, yeah, he's one of my current favorite players. Like I'm both, but Ronaldo is my favorite. Yeah, actually. So Akshat has said that straight away. Like it's my same point. Like I also like both of them, but Ronaldo stands a little bit ahead of both of them. Okay. Anyway, let's start with which team you were, France or Argentina? Yeah, I was always France from last 5-6 years. So it's always France. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's not move away from the topic that we are discussing. So let others also join. I think around some more students are ready to join. So if your friends have not joined it, please also tell them to join fast. Please make it fast. Yeah. So can everyone see the screen? Can everyone hear me properly? Like my voice is clear, right? Yes. So let's start with our last chapter of this revision series, which is the fourth chapter, that is data handling. So you have studied data handling in school, right? It's one of the easiest chapter which is there in the textbook. I won't say very easy, but easy comparing to yeah, Akshat. Sure, I will also miss everyone. Like you guys were wonderful. As I said in the first class, the energy that you guys showed till the end of all the sessions, it was great. So anyway, I will also miss you guys. Okay. Anyway, let's keep that for the last part. Okay, Gauri, yeah, it's very easy. Data handling is very easy comparing to other chapters. Okay, so let's start with data handling. So in data handling, the main thing that we always deal with is nothing but what we call it as the data, right? So what is data? Data is nothing but a collection of information. It will be a collection of information. So that information can be anything, right? It can be the marks of mathematics. It can be the marks of science. It can be the number of students in each grade. It can be the number of students in each division. It can be the height of all the students in a class. So it can be anything. So data can be any particular information. And that collection of information is nothing but what we call data. But simply, suppose if I have the height of 10 students, 100, 120, 115, 164, 180. So if I have the height of all these students, 5 students like this, When I simply write it, that is called as what? It is called as the raw data. So this is what we call as a raw data. So raw data is nothing but listing out all the information. So when I list out all the heights of the students here, it is nothing but a raw data. Understood? So this given here, that is the height of the 5 students given here, is nothing but a raw data. And same like that, the marks of all the 45 students in your class. So when I write it like this, when your teacher write it just simply on the board, 40, 45, 40, 42, 43, like that, when your teacher simply writes the marks on the board without writing the name of the student or without writing which subject. So in that case, it is nothing but what data? It is nothing but raw data. So raw data will be the list of all the information that we are gathering. Okay, so that will be a raw data. Now, we cannot always deal with raw data because writing the number of students, for example, if you have 40 students in a class, even if you want to write all the marks of the 40 students, that is okay. But if you have 400 students, suppose you have 1,000 students in your school, and if your teacher wants to write down all the marks, is it easy to write down everything list by list? No. So in that case, we need a much, what you call, tabular form or much organized form of the data, right? So we need organized form of the data in those cases. So raw data will not work in all the cases. So we need a much more organized one in those cases. Okay. So what is information? What is the collection of information? That is nothing but what we call as a data. Now, how will you handle this data? So you can draw the data in tables. You might have studied tabular form of the data. Now, you might have studied the graphical form of the data. Yes, bar graphs. Yes. So different forms of handling the data we have studied, right? It includes drawing the graph. It includes drawing into the tabular form. And also, if I draw a circle and if I mark it like this, that is also a form of representing the data. So representing the data or handling the data is a very important thing, because simply if you have the 1,000 students marks, that doesn't mean that it is organized. So we have to organize it maybe in a tabular form. So in tabular form also organization is possible. In graphical form, in bar graph, or in graphical form, we have different types. We have bar graph, then we have double bar graph. You may have studied double bar graph, and then we might have histogram. I think histogram is not there in grade 8, but in the next year, maybe in grade 9 and 10, you might have this one called as histogram. And in histogram also, you might study in grade 10 about ogives. So there are different types of representation inside graph itself. Okay. And in tabular form, we have different ones. We have grouped frequency. What we have? We have grouped frequency. Okay. So we have grouped frequency. We have ungrouped data. So there are different types of data in which one also tabular form also. And this one in the circular form is nothing but what we call it as a pie chart. You all know that what is pie chart, right? Everyone knows pie chart? Yes, I guess everyone knows the pie chart, right? So if there is any doubt you have in between, please ask me. So in graphical form itself, what all are there? Bar graph will be there, double bar graph will be there, histogram will be there, and ogives also will be there. And this ogives and all these things you will be studying in only 9th and 10th only. Okay. So for the time being, we will only deal with bar graph, double bar graph. Okay. Not and this pie chart also and this tabular form. Okay. So let's first look at what is the first one, the pictograph. So what is a pictograph? Suppose a car manufacturing company, for example, Toyota, a car manufacturing company, in the year 2020, 2021, 2023, 22 and 2023. In these 4 years, the car company, which is Toyota, has manufactured different numbers of cars. Like, for example, maybe in 2020, they have manufactured 1,000 cars. In 2021, it became 1,200. Then it became 800. Then in 2023, it became 1,100. So this is the data which is given as what for the car company Toyota, which manufactured these number of cars in these particular years. So this one can be represented as what? A pictograph also. So if I draw a car like this, okay, this is my representation of a car, and I don't know how accurate or how inaccurate this car looks like, but just for the time being, just see this as a car. Okay. So this car is representing 200 cars. Okay. So one car picture is representing 200 cars. So how many cars should I draw for the first 1,001? Should I draw, because I have 200 cars, 200 as one car represents 200 as number. Should I draw 5 like that? Yes. So I should draw 5 cars like that. So when I draw 5 cars like that, I will be having this number, how much? 1,000. Yes. Okay, so understood everyone? So if I have one car representing 200 numbers, then this 1000 can be represented as how many cars? 200, 200, 200, then 200. So how many? Like that, how many cars are there? 5 cars will be there. Now, when I have 1200 cars in the next year, in 2021, how many cars do I need to represent here? Same like this 5-1, I will have to represent it using how many cars? I will have to represent using 6 cars, right? So 6 cars should be drawn here. So that will give us 1200. Now, when you have 800, it only needs how many? 4, right? So this one requires only 4 numbers or 4 cars. And when you have 1100, how will I represent that in this picture? So one car, 200, next one, 400, 600, 800, 1000. Now, what about the last one? Do I need a full car for the last one? No, I only have 1100. So each car is representing how much? 200. So 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus how much? 100. So the last one is only 100. Remaining only 100 cars are there. So I don't need to draw a full car over there. I just need to draw what? A half car. So one tire only I'm drawing. Okay, only one circle I'm putting here. So this represents how many cars? This will represent 100 cars. So a total 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus 200 plus how much? 100. Clear? Understood everyone? Those who have understood, please put a message in the chat whether you have understood or not. Yes or no. Just put an yes or no in the chat whether you have understood this or not. Please put a message in the chat. Please keep the energy. As I told you in the very first class, same energy should be there, okay, for data handling also. Even it is an easy chapter or even if it is a difficult chapter, the same energy I have to see in all the chapters, okay? Yeah. So please write it down. Please draw the figure, okay? This need not be the representation. In some questions, they will have a different representation for a car. Okay, so this is my representation. So you can also give different representation based on what you want to draw there. So this one is representing 200 cars. In some cases, if I draw a car like this, it can represent now how many cars? 500 cars. So in that case, I will only need to draw how many for the first one? Only 2 for the first one. And for the second one, I will have to draw 2 and then again 200, like 2 full cars and a 200. For the remaining 200, I will have to draw a half of it. Not exactly half of it, less than half of it. For 800, I will have to draw one full car when I'm talking about 500, okay? So when I'm talking about 500 cars, which is represented by one single picture, then I will have to draw one full car and then what? Not a half car, but little more than the half. Then I will be getting how many? 800. Like that. Okay. So here in my question and my figure or my pictograph that I have drawn here, this represented only how many? This represented only 200 cars. Clear? Understood everyone? Can we move on to the next one? Pictograph. Everyone understood pictograph? Clear? Any doubts? Anybody? Any doubts? Any doubts for this one pictograph? Yes, clear. Okay, so the next one is the bar graph and double bar graph. Bar graph and double bar graph. Same data that I have drawn that I have put in the previous page. What is the data here? I had Toyota making cars in each year. 2020, how many cars? 1000, then 1200, 800, and 1100. So the same data I'm going to put it here. So what is the data? Year. What is the year here? 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. What is the number of cars in each year? First one, it is 1200. Then it became how much? Sorry, first year it was 1000. Then it became 1200. Then it became 800. And then it became 1100. So these were the different number of cars in each of the previous years from 2020 to 2023. Okay. Now, if somebody is asking you to represent this in a bar graph, okay, somebody is asking you to represent this in what? A bar graph. How will you represent this in a bar graph? So to represent this in a bar graph, first you have to take a graph. Okay. I don't have a graph in my hand. I'm just drawing it using the lines. Okay. So whenever you are drawing in your notebook, other than the graph book, please take a scale and draw these lines correctly. Okay. Please draw 2 perpendicular lines. What is the first line? This one is the x-axis and this one is what? The y-axis. Okay. What I'm going to do in the x-axis is I'm going to put the years. Okay. I'm going to take the years in this x-axis. And on the y-axis, I'm going to take the count or the number of cars. The number of cars on the y-axis. Is that clear? Yes. Now, in each of the axes, in here, in this one, x-axis, I will have 2020, 21, 22, 23. So just mark it here, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Yes. Now, in the y-axis, I have to plot the numbers. Now, I have a lowest number of 800 and a highest number car. What is the number? Highest number here, 1200. So I have the data between. I have the data between 800 and 1200, right? So if I have only the data between 800 and 1200, that means between 0 and 800. Between 0 and 800, is there any value? Is there any number here? No. So between 800 and this one, 800 and 0, I don't have any particular value. So that means I can put a special thing over here, what we call it as the kink. Okay. So yeah. So if I just erase this one, and if I am putting something like this. Okay. Sorry, that is not the one. If I put something like this, this is what I call it as a kink. What do you call it? Kink. And this kink is actually put for the graphs to denote the values which are between some values. That is, between 0 and 800, do I have any values in this question or in this graph or in this data? No, I don't have any values in that data. So between 0 and 800, I don't have anything. So what I will put here is I'll put a 0 here. And between the 0 to 800, since there is no values, I'll put my 800 or I'll put my 700 here. Okay, so I'm putting a 700 here. And then after that, I'll put in each values. Okay, I'll put each value by value. So this will be 800, 900, 1000, 1100. And what is the last one? We have the highest one as 1200. And if I have this, I can simply draw the graph. For 2020, what is the number of cars? It was 1000. So what I have to draw here? I will have to draw from 2020. On this one, I will have to draw a graph which is looking like this. So this will be the bar for which one? This will be the bar for 2020. Understood? Yes. Now, the same one, okay, I'm just copy pasting all this thing. So the same thing, when you have here in 2021, how many cars do I have? I have how many cars? Sorry, yeah, I cannot copy it here. Yeah. So in 2021, how many cars do I have? 1200. So what will I have to do in 2021? Just draw the graph like this. Okay. So it will be meeting here. Understood? Yes. So this will be the graph for which one? 1200 or 2021. Clear? Understood, everyone? Yes. And what about the last two? What about 2022? It is only 800. So you have to draw it here. From 2022, you just have to draw it here on this one. Clear? So this gives us the graph for 2022. And for 2023, how many are there? 1100. So you will have to draw from here to here. Clear? Understood? For 2023? Yes. So this one that I have drawn here is nothing but what I call it as the bar graph. Okay. This is what I call it as what? The bar graph. Is this clear to everyone? Understood? Please draw this one. Okay. You don't need to color it or you don't need to show it this much neat. You have to show it neatly. I'm not saying that you don't have to show it neatly, but you have to show it neatly. But you can just, you don't need to color or anything. You just have to shade it. Okay, just put a shading like this, and that will be okay. Clear? Okay. For the time being, I'll just color it and keep so that it looks good. I think it is looking good. Yeah. So this is the bar graph. And now we have another one that we call it as the double bar graph, right? So double bar graph needs one more data. So we have taken the data for which one? The company Toyota only, right? So I have not taken for another company here. So I have only taken the data for which one? Toyota here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take for another. This is for Toyota. Now I'm going to take for another company. Which company? Can you guys, anyone tell which company car do you like the most? Which company's car do you like the most? Anybody? Mahindra. Yeah. So Mahindra, I'll put Mahindra here. So Mahindra's number or Mahindra's manufacturing, I'm putting it as 1000. In the first year, it will be 900 in 2020. Then it was going to be 1000. Then again, it is going to be 900. And then last one, it was 1000 again. Okay. So like that. Okay. Ferrari. Abel has said that Ferrari. Anne has said that Suzuki. Okay. Abel, we will stand with all the Indian companies for the time being. Okay. we'll stand with Mahindra. And Toyota is not an Indian company, I know that, but we'll stand with the Indian company Mahindra for the time being. Okay. Yes. Now, look at Mahindra. We have 900 cars which are produced in Mahindra in the year 2020. So 900 will be this one, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just closing this one like this. Okay. So is this fine? Yes. So this one will represent which company? This orange color graph will represent the company Mahindra. Now, in 2021, it was 1,000. So when I draw this one, it will be like this. So I'm drawing it like this. Yes. So I can just shade. I don't need to shade it. Yeah. So I'll just shade it here. Okay. So this has to be close to this has to be touching this one. It's not touching. Yeah. So anyway, leave it. Wait. So this has to be touching which one? This graph, and it should go like this. Clear? Understood, everyone? This is for 2021. Which company? Mahindra. Now, what is 2022? Number of cars in for Mahindra? 900. So from 2022, you just have to draw the graph here like this, and you will be getting something like this. That is looking like this. So this is for 2022. And for 2023, how many cars? 1,100. So 1,100, same like this, same like the other one. We'll have to draw the graph for Mahindra also. Okay. So this graph that I have drawn here is not simply a bar graph. This one will be a double bar graph. What is this one? Double bar graph. Understood what is a double bar graph? Yes. So all of you who have joined late, welcome everyone to Manorama Horizon's free YouTube classes. Okay, so this is our last session, and we are looking at the chapter data handling over here, and we have currently looking at the topic what is a bar and what is a double bar graph. Okay, yes. So understood everyone what is this double bar graph and how to draw that? You might not have questions to draw double bar graph now in grade 8, but understood how we draw a double bar graph? Understood how I have drawn the bar graph also? Clear? Was that clear to everyone? Easy, right? Drawing a graph is kind of easy, kind of an easy thing. You just need a graph paper and you just need a pencil and scale. So you can draw all the graphs neatly. Okay. So can we move on to the next one? Draw an appropriate graph to represent the given information. So children who prefer walking or cycling, there's the data given here of walking and cycling, and you have school A having 40-45, school B having 50-25, and school C having 15-35. So same like this, can everyone draw the graph for this one? Can you guys do this as a homework? Can you guys take the screenshot of this question and do it as a homework? Because same like the previous one, same like this one, we can also draw a graph for this question. Can you all do this as a homework? Please put a message in the chat box if we can do this. If you guys can do this do this as a homework, we don't need to waste time for this double bar graph now. Okay, already we have studied this. Okay, so yeah, so please take a screenshot and keep it as a like you can do this as a question, as a homework or something maybe later. Okay, so here also you have to draw, because you have walking and cycling given there. You are not going to draw bar graph. You are going to draw what? A double bar graph. You are going to draw what? A double bar graph. Clear? Understood everyone? Yes. So now coming on to the major part of this chapter, or the most important topic here in this chapter, which is a circle or the pie chart. The circle or the pie chart. Now, what is a circle or the pie chart or circle chart? So in the beginning, in the first page itself, I told you we have different ways of representing data. And one way of representing data was that I told was to represent it in which form? It in a pie chart form, right? Did I tell you about the pie chart? Yes, I told you. So what is a pie chart? How to draw a pie chart? So a pie chart normally looks like a circle which will be divided into different parts. So if I take the center of the circle like this, and if I draw this one, okay, and I'll be getting this one. Yes. And again, this one, if I am, sorry, not this one. I'll draw this one. I'll join this one. I'll join this one. Yes. And this one. And each of this is representing, for example, 2020. This is for 2021. This is for 2022. It's for 2023. And this is for 2019. Okay. So this one, for example, 30% here, 30% here, 20% here, 20% here, then 40% here, 40 plus 20. I think it's already more than 100%. Yeah, sorry. So no need to take 40, 20 like that. So I'm representing each one as what? 30%, 30%, 10%, 10%, and the last one around 20%. So this one that we represented here is nothing but what we call it as the pie chart, right? Or the circle chart. So here also same thing is represented. Same thing that we represented here in the previous question or previous page as a bar graph. We are representing the same data in the form of what? In the form of a circle. So when you represent it in the form of a circle, it looks much easier to understand. For some people, not for everyone. For some people, a pie chart is easy to understand, right? So when you are asked how much percentage or how much manufacturing happened in 2021, you can directly say that it is how much? 30%. How much percentage of manufacturing happened in 2022? It will be 10%. What percentage of manufacturing happened in 2020 and 2019 together is 50%. So you can easily find out the data or what they are asking as a question. You can easily find out those things from a pie chart also. Okay, same like how we understand things from a bar graph, we can understand those things also from a pie chart. Clear? Understood, everyone? Yes. So now, if somebody is asking you, find the fraction of the circle representing each of this information. So there are two circles given here. So one circle represents the number of girls or boys. The other circle represents the love or hate for mathematics. Same like how we have in this class. There are people who loves mathematics. There are people who hates mathematics, right? So there are two data given there. And the same like we have number of girls in this class and number of boys in this class. There is a data for the girls and boys also given this bar graph. So in each of these graphs, find what? Find the fraction. What they have asked in the question? They have asked us to find the fraction which represents the information. Okay. So look at the first one. What is the percentage for the number of girls here? 50%. So what is the fraction which represent girls? The fraction that represent girls is equal to, what is the percentage here? 50%. What is the total percentage? We know that it is always 100. So what is 50 by 100? That is nothing but 1 by 2. Understood? Now, what is the fraction for boys? Again, boys is also 50%. So 50 by 100, how much? That will also become 1 by 2. Understood? All of you understood this one? Any doubts in finding the fraction from a pie chart? You just have to take the percentage. Take the percentage and divide it by how much? Divide it by 100. Clear? So here I have divided by 100. Here also I have divided by 100. Clear? Now, when you look at the next one, which is the love or hate for mathematics, the percentage hate is given. What is the percentage hate for mathematics? It is 15%. So what is the fraction of hate? How many people or how much fraction of people hate mathematics? That will be 15 divided by 100. So here also you have to divide it by how much? 100. So whenever you are asked to find the fraction from a pie chart, take the percentage and divide it by how much? 100. Take the percentage and divide it by 100. So 15 by 100. Srinidhi, 15 by 100 is not 3 by 4. Please calculate again and check whether it is 3 by 4 or something else. Please make it fast. So what is 15 by 100? You can cancel with 5. You can have 3 and then you can have 20. So what is the fraction of hate here? It is 3 by 20. Very good. So all of you who got 3 by 20, yeah. All of you got 3 by 20? Yes. Please, Srinidhi, also please check your calculation, okay? So it is not 3 by 4, Srinidhi, it is 3 by 20. 3 by 20. So that is a fraction of hate. Now, what will be the fraction of people who loves mathematics? What is the fraction of love here? So here, I don't have the percentage for, like here I have percentage for boys and here I have percentage for girls. But here I have only percentage for hate. So what is the percentage of love? The percentage of love will be 100 minus the percentage of hate. That will be 100 minus 15, or that will be 85%. And if you have this percentage, how will you find the fraction? 85 by 100. And what is this 85 by 100? When you calculate or when you simplify by 5, when you divide it by 5, you will be getting it as 17 by 20. Understood? So what is the fraction of people who loves mathematics? It is 17 by 20. And we can also find this easily by looking at the hate. What is the fraction of people who hate mathematics? 3 by 20. Now, to find out the fraction of people who loves mathematics, you have to subtract 1 minus 3 by 20. So what is 1 minus 3 by 20? It will be 20 by 20 minus 3 by 20. What is 20? 1 minus 3 by 20, right? So what is that? 20 by 20. So 20 minus 3 is 17. And here we have the denominator as 20. So what is the answer? It will be 17 by 20. Is that clear? Understood, everyone? Clear to all of you? Understood this one? What is the percentage of, or what is the fraction of people who loves mathematics? Also, we can find out from this hate. Same like how we found out the percentage of love for mathematics, we can find out the percentage of people who hates mathematics like this. That is 1 minus 17 by 20. What is 1? 20 by 20. So what is 20 minus 17? That is 3 by 20. So we can find out these one. These are related to, these are complementary to each other. Like how many percentage people loves mathematics? That will be the exactly opposite for how many people who hates mathematics, and vice versa. Clear? Yes. Now, drawing pie chart. So drawing pie chart is a very, very important and very, very, it's an easy thing. Once you understand how to draw one pie chart, you can draw multiple pie charts, right? So how to draw a pie chart easily, okay? So I'm taking 4 people's marks for a subject, okay? I'm taking it as Arun. I don't think where there is an Arun here. Then I'm taking another one, Joe, and then I'm taking maybe Cherry. I don't know whether somebody is there in this class. His name is Cherry, and it's looking like Chevi. Yeah, so Cherry. And then I'll take another name, maybe a Malayalam name. I'll take what? Kannan. Yeah, so I have these 4 people's marks. Okay, these 4 people's marks for mathematics. Okay, so mathematics marks I'm going to take. And Arun has scored out of 100. Arun has scored out of this total marks is out of 100. So Arun has scored how much? Arun has scored 20. Joe has scored 30. Cherry has scored 25. And Kannan has scored 25. So this is out of 100. Okay. So you have a total how much there? When you add all those things, are you going to get 100? Yes. So you're going to get 100. So next thing is, after you have the total sum, next thing is what? Next thing is to find out the fraction. What is the next thing that you have to find out? Fraction. What is the marks for Arun? We have it as 20. And what is the total marks? It will be 100. So the fraction is 20 by 100. Now the fraction for Joe will be 30 by 100. Fraction for Cherry will be 25 by 100. And for Kannan also that will be 25 by 100. Clear? Understood how to find the fraction? So what is 20 by 100? It is 1 by 5. What is 30 by 100? 3 by 10. What is 25 by 100? 1 by 4. What is this 25 by 100? Again, 1 by 4. Understood? So what is the first thing that we have to find out? The sum, total. Now, after finding the total, what do you have to find? The fraction. So understood how we found out the fraction here? Yes. Any doubts, anybody, to find out fraction? Anyone is having any doubts in finding the fraction part? I hope everyone understood this fraction part. Is there everyone here? There are many people. There are, I think, around 20. I think there are 17. Yeah, 17 or 20 students there in the class. So please, all of you, show your energy. Like, did you guys understand how to find the fraction? Please put us a message. Please don't sleep. I always say during my class, don't sleep. And if you want to sleep, you can watch other classes also. There are multiple other classes which I have slept in school. Okay, so there are many other subjects also. So not in mathematics. So my students who are there in this live session, don't sleep. Put your messages, everything. Put your messages or doubts or whatever it is. Put everything in the chat box. Okay. So how to get the fraction? Everybody understood how to get the fraction? Yes. So now after getting the fraction, what is the next thing? You have to find the angle. What is the next thing? You have to find the angle. Okay, Bhavya, yeah, understood. Understood. You were right. Yeah, I understood that. Okay, fine. Okay. So how to find the angle? That is the next very important thing. If I draw a circle like this, what is the total angle in a circle? It is always 360 degrees, right? What is the total angle, or what is the entire angle when you draw a circle? It is 360 degrees. So now when I have the fraction as give 1 by 5, the angle will be 1 by 5 multiplied with 360. Now the next angle will be 3 by 10 multiplied with 360. And the next one will be 1 by 4 with 360. And here also 1 by 4 with 360. Clear? Can everyone find out these 4 angles? Can all of you find out these angles? Please make it fast. All of you, please find out these angles and put in the chat. Please, everyone. Anne has put at 72 degree. I need all the four angles. All the four angles. Whoever is getting the first angle, please put that in the chat. All of you, please try this out. Please do the calculation for 1 by 5 into 360 degree, 3 by 10 into 360, 1 by 4 into 360. And the last one is same, 1 by 4 into 360. So you only need to do 3 calculations here. Okay. So please make sure that you do the calculation and put in the chat box. And those of you who are watching in YouTube also, please put that answers in the chat here. Yes. So Gauri said that it is 72. Yeah. So 1 by 5 into 360 is 72. Everyone got the 72. All of you got the 72? Yes, I hope everyone got the 72. Now, what is the next one? 3 by 10 into 360. 3 by 10 into 360 will be 108 degree. All of you got this 108 degree able? Yes. Okay, very good. Those who have got 108 degree, very good, very good. Now, next one. What is 1 by 4 into 360? What is the next one? You have 1 by 4 into 360 degree, which is nothing but easy. You can calculate 36 divided by 4 is nothing but 9. So it will be 90. And the last one is also same. It is 90. So what are the 4 angles? The 4 angles here is 72, 108, 90, 90. So these are the 4 different angles that we have here, right? So understood all the 4 angles. Akshat, 108, not 100. Akshat, it is not 100, it is 108. Okay. The second angle is not 100 degree. It is 108 degree. All of you got this as 108 degree? Yes, I hope everyone got this as 108 degree. Yes. Any doubts? Anybody, any doubts in finding the angles here? Okay, very good, very good. So all of you who got this angles? Yeah, all of you got this angles? Yes. Now, after getting the angle, what is the next thing? You have to draw a circle, right? You have to draw a circle. That is the final step. So drawing the circle will only give you the marks. What your teacher will first look at the, when your teacher is correcting the answer paper, she will always look at the graph or the pie chart there, and then only she will look at all these calculations. So if your graph is correct, she will give you 3 marks or 4 marks, whatever it is for the question. Okay. So the last step, the final step here is to draw the pie chart. So how can we draw this pie chart? So first we have to draw a circle. Okay. So I'm drawing a circle here, which is almost, yeah, which is a circle here. Now, what is the first angle? Look at each angle. Look at the first angle, 72 degree. So first thing that you have to draw is take a point, take the center, and draw a line like this. Okay, just draw a line like this. Okay, this is not looking like a line. Yeah, so just draw a line like this. Understood? So I have drawn a line here. So this line, after drawing this one, what is the first angle here? 72 degrees. So you have a protractor as well as you have a compass. You might know how to draw using compass. Some people might know how to use compass and draw the angles, right? So those of you don't know how to use compass and draw the angles, don't worry, you can use the protractor for finding the 72 degree. So use this protractor, use the protractor which you have in your geometry box. I think those of you who have the geometry box always new, right? We always have our geometry box new. So we don't use the things like divider, we don't use the things like set square. All these things are always new in your geometry boxes. I hope those of you have the geometry boxes, maybe it is from class 6 onwards, you'll be having the same thing. Some people might have the new one. Okay, so here in this one, I have drawn a small line from the center to the circle. Now on that line, I have to use the protractor and draw how much? 72 degree. So I have to measure 72 degree and I have to draw here. Understood? So this one, first one will be how much? 72 degree. Clear? All of you understood this one? Yes. Now, after that, what is the angle? It is 108. Now, on this 72 degree, new line that we got, measure how much? 108. So when you measure 108, it will almost be like this. So you measure this angle and you mark it there and you will be getting the next one. Understood? Yes. And what is the last two? It is 90 degree, 90 degree. Take put it here on this line, take 90 degree and mark it here. So you will be getting this one, 90 degree. And this one automatically, the last one will become 90 degree. Understood how we got this? Yes. So is our answer complete? Is our figure complete? Yes. So you have this pie chart now, which you can shade it. Okay, just shade it like this. Sorry, don't shade it. If you shade it, it will become too bad. Like that neatness will go. So just keep it like that. Okay. So 72 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 108 degree. Maybe you can color it. In some textbooks, they color it and give it in a very beautiful way. Okay. Suppose I'm putting a red color over here, and here I'm putting a pink color over here. Now here I'm putting a black one. Okay. And here I'm putting a slightly, I can't even see that color. I'll put a blue one. So I'll put an yellow one. Yeah. So there are different colors over here, right? So what is the first one? That's this one, the orange one, the orange one. Then we have the which one? Pink one. Then we have the black one, and the last one. What we have? We have an orange one. So what does each represent? The first one, the orange one represents the marks of what? Whose marks? Arun's marks. The pink one represents Joe's marks. The black one represents Cherry's marks, and the last one, the yellow one represents Kannan's. Okay, so Arun, Joe, Cherry, and Kannan. So did you understand the marks of all the students? Like how to draw the graph of the pie chart for these people? Yes. So there is a question here to draw. There is a question which is given as flavors: chocolate, vanilla, other flavors. Percentage of students preferring the flavors: 50% for chocolate, 25% for vanilla, and other flavors also 25%. Okay, so we can draw the same pie chart using the same way that we did in the previous question. So I won't be drawing the pie chart. I'll be just drawing the so from this percentage, what we have to find next? We have to find the fraction. So how will you find the fraction? 50 by 100. Here 25 by 100. Here also 25 by 100. So what is 50 by 100? 1 by 2. This is 1 by 4. This is 1 by 4. After finding the fraction, what do you have to find? The next one is angle. So how will you find the angle? Half into 360. 1 by 4 into 360. 1 by 4 into 360. So what is half into 360? 180. What is 1 by 4 into 360? 90. What is this one? This is also 90. Clear? Now, can you draw the graph for this one? All of you understood this one? Able, it is not 160, it is 180 able. Okay. This one, the first angle is not 160, it is 180 degree. So how will you draw the bar graph? Sorry, pie chart here. Just take a circle. Then for what is the first angle? 180 degree. So if you have the first angle as 180 degree, just draw a straight line through the center. So this straight line will have how much degree over here? This straight line will have definitely 180 degree. Now after that you have 90 and 90. So just draw in the center how much here. Just put a straight line. This will be 90 and this will also be 90. So we are getting the pie chart easily. Understood? For this question, everybody understood this one. So what is given there? Percentage is given. From the percentage, we found out fraction. From the fraction, we have found out the angle. And using the angle, we have drawn the pie chart. So this is the step that you have to follow. Percentage or whatever, you have to find what? The next one, fraction. And after finding fraction, find the angle. After finding the angle, draw the pie chart. And after drawing the pie chart, if you have colors, color it. Otherwise, just leave it like that. And that is it. Okay. Just mark inside this one. Just mark the 90 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree. And in that 180 degree, what we have to write? We have to write chocolate. In this one, in 91, we can write vanilla. And in this 90, we can write other flavors. Understood? All of you? Yes. So please don't forget to mark this. Marking is very important. Not only drawing, you won't get marks. You won't get all the marks just by drawing. You have to mark the correct things in the figure or in whatever diagram that you guys have drawn. Clear? Okay. So there is a question here. The adjoining pie chart gives the marks scored in an examination by student in Hindi, English, Mathematics, Social Science, and Science. Total marks obtained by the students were 540 degree. You have to answer each of the following questions. This is a textbook question. Okay. So in which subject did the students score 105 marks? So here in this question, I don't have the marks for individual subject. Do I have the marks for mathematics, social science, science, Hindi, or English? I don't have. I only have the angles for each subject, right? So I only have the angles for each one. So from the angle, what you have to find? You have to find the marks. So what is the first thing that you write? I am going to write down the subjects. So math is there, social science is there, science is there, then Hindi is there, then English is there. So these are the 5 different subjects which are given in the pie chart. Now, what is the angle for each one? Maths, how much? 90 degree. Social science, 65 degree. Science, how much? 80 degree. Hindi, how much? 70 degree. English, how much? 55 degree. Now, using this degree, what we have to find? What is the total angle here? What is the total angle around a circle? 360. So using the angle, you have to find the fraction. So using the angle, you have to find what? Fraction. So how will you find the fraction? Divide each angle by 360. So 90 by 360, 65 by 360, 80 by 360, 70 by 360, 55 by 360. Is that okay? All of you understood this one? So what do you have to find? You have to find the fraction from the angles by dividing each angle by 360. But that is not the final answer. You need marks. What is the total marks given in the question? Look at the total marks given in the question. It is 540. So from the total marks, you have to find the individual marks, right? So now I have the fraction 90 by 360. So multiply that with how much? 540. Same like this one, 65 by 360, multiply by 540. 80 by 360, multiply by 540. 70 by 360, multiply with 540. 55 by 360, multiply with 540. Clear? All of you understood this one? So when you cancel this one, you can cancel with 180, 2, 3. Here also 2, 3. So here also 2, 3. All of this 180 and 360 and 540 will get cancelled with 2 and 3. So 90 by 2, 45. 45 into 3, you will be getting 135. 65 into 3 is how much? 195. 195. How we got 540? It is 360. Yeah, and it is 360. Yeah. How we got 540? 540 is given in the question. The total marks of for all the subjects together, the total marks obtained by the student is 540. Okay, that is already given in the question. So now what we have to do? After finding fraction, we have to multiply that fraction with by 540. So first one, when you multiply, we will get 135. Next one, 65 into 3 by 2. 65 into 3 is 195. 195 by 2 will be 97.5. Understood? Now, the next one, what is 80 by 80 into 3 by 2? It will be 240 by 2. That is how much? It will be 120. Now, the last one, 70 into 3, that is 210 by 2 is 105. 105. What is the last one? It is 55 into 3, 165. 165 by 2 is how much? 82.5. So did you get all the marks? Yes. So we got the marks of all the 5 subjects now. Now, what is the first question? In which subject did he score 105 marks? So from the data that we have now, which subject is having 105? Is it Hindi? Yes. So what is the answer for this one? Hindi. So which subject did he get 105 marks? It is Hindi. Clear? Understood, everyone? All of you understood the calculation. The calculation part is very important here. It is angle which is given here. So from the angle, find fraction. Don't forget, using the angle, find fraction. Using the fraction, find the total marks. How will you find the total marks? Multiply with 540. Okay, 540 is not something which came from air, which is not a magic or something. This is given in the question itself, 540. So multiply with 540 and you will get the individual marks. Clear? All of you understood this one? Yes. Did everyone write it down? Please write it down fast. Please make it fast. All of you, please make it fast. Yes. Those who have finished writing, please put a message in the chat whether you have finished or not. Yes. Now, what is the second part? How many more marks were obtained by the student in mathematics than in Hindi? Mathematics, what is the marks he obtained? 135. Hindi, how much? 105. So what is the amount of marks that you obtain more? 135 minus 105. That is how much? 30. So what is the number? How many more marks did he obtain for mathematics than Hindi? It is 30 marks. Now examine whether the sum of marks obtained in social science and mathematics is more than science and Hindi. So what is the total marks of social science and mathematics? Social science, it is 97.5. Mathematics, it is 135. What is the sum of 90? I'm just going to erase all these things. Okay, I don't have much space. So yeah, what is the total marks for mathematics and social science? It is 135 plus 97.5. So when you add these two, you will be getting it as 232.5. That is for mathematics and Hindi. Now, what is the next one? Sorry, mathematics and social science. What is the next one? Science and Hindi. Science, what is the marks obtained in science? 120. What is the marks obtained for Hindi? 105. So 120 plus 105 is 225. So the next one, the second pair, I'm getting 225. First pair, I got 232.5. So which is more? Social science and mathematics is definitely more than the marks you obtained for science and which one? Mathematics, science and Hindi. Clear? All of you understood this one? Yes. So very important question. These type of questions will surely come for your exam. Okay. Don't always study how to draw a pie chart and go. Always study these kinds of questions also. Okay. Because drawing a pie chart, everyone will draw it easily. But understanding a pie chart, this question is to understand that pie chart. Okay. So you have to understand what is a pie chart. Now from the pie chart, you have to find the angle. Now using the angle, you have to find the fraction. After finding fraction, you have to find the total marks. So there are many steps which are involved. And after doing all these steps, you will get barely 3 or 4 marks, right? Yes. So it's a very important question. And the concept is also very important. Clear? So not only drawing pie chart, but also understanding a pie chart and getting the data from that is also very important. Clear? Yes. Okay, what is the next topic that we have is chance and probability. What is this chance and what is this probability? You might have studied this in school. It's a very easy topic, right? What is chance and what is probability? So what is this chance and what is this probability? Like how certain an event can occur, right? How certain an event can occur. Event can occur. That is what we call it as. That is what we call it as the probability, right? How frequently or how certain an event will occur is what I call it as probability. Okay, so this is a very big branch in mathematics. When you reach grade 11, when you reach 11th and 12th, you will be studying in detail about this chapter probability. Okay, for time being, we'll have a very small intro about this probability. So what is probability? It is nothing but how to find the certainty of an event. How frequently an event can occur or not. Okay, so you might say that it might rain tomorrow. Okay, based on the data for the last year, based on the data of last 100 days, in the last 100 days, what happened? In 30 days, it was raining. In 30 days, it rained. Okay, in 35 days, it was not raining, but it was overcast. And in the remaining 35 days, it was sunny. Okay, so this is the data for the last 100 days. Now, based on this data, we may be able to predict. We may be able to predict what the next 100 days also, right? If you might have seen in news, not in newspapers, yeah, when you hear news, they will always have this weather report, right? So weather reports and all these things also goes around probability. Like maybe in the last year, the same days, there might have been a rain. So in the last 100 years, they will have a data. They will have a bigger data. In the last 10 years, in this month it rained. In October it rained. In the last 10 years, or in June also it did not rain much in June in the last 10 years. So they might have data which is bigger, like which is for 10 years or this is for 50 years. So they might have a bigger data. So based on this data, they can predict. They may be able to predict the future, right? So in those cases, we use the topic or we use the concept of what we call the probability concept there. So if out of 100 days, if 30 days it rained, the probability of raining is nothing but, what is the number of days it rained? 30 out of 100, so that will be 30 by 100, or it is 3 by 10. So what is probability? What is the probability meaning here? Probability is actually going to find out the occurrence of an event, or how frequently an event can occur, okay, divided by the total number of outcomes, or the total outcomes that we are taking for that particular event. So here it is 30 days it rained out of the 100 days. So that is 30 by 10 or 30 by 100 or 3 by 10. And when you talk about overcast means it is not raining, but it is always cloudy. Okay, so when it is cloudy, the probability of the weather being cloudy or overcast is 35 by 100, which when we divide, we will be getting it as 7 by 20. And also for sunny, for the probability of the weather being sunny, it will be 35 by 100. That is again 7 by 20. Understood? All of you understood this one? So probability is also finding a fraction. Okay, probability means also finding a fraction. Now, what is a fraction? What is the speciality of this fraction? The fractions have a speciality. Probability fractions will always be less than or equal to 1. So probability will always be less than or equal to how much? 1. So if I talk about probability, this probability can be between 0 and 1. Probability will always be between 0 and 1. It will not be negative. Probability will never be negative. Okay, always understand this. Always remember this. Anywhere, if somebody is asking you this thing, probability or how frequently an event can occur, that will never be negative, right? Because we are talking about a data. So when you talk about the number of days it can rain, or what is the probability of it raining, that will never be negative. So probability can never be negative. Probability will never be greater than 1. It will always be less than 1. It will always be less than or equal to 1. Understood? When we represent probability using P, okay? And what is this P of E? P of E means probability of event E. So probability of event E. What is the probability of event E? It will be, if it is 0, then it means that the event will not occur. The event will not occur, right? So when I am saying that probability of raining is 0, when I say that probability of raining is 0, or when my teacher asked me about how was the exam and how much marks will you score 100 out of 100, and if I say the probability is 0, that means I will not get 100 out of 100. Or if I say the probability of tomorrow raining is 0, that means it will not rain. Okay, it will not occur. Understood? So probability when it is 0 means the event will not occur, or it also can be written as impossible event. So what is the event when it is 0? It is an impossible event. And when you have probability equal to 1, it is a sure event. So if I say probability of raining is 1, it will definitely rain. Okay, and I'm not an astrologer or something to predict that it is going to rain or it is not going to rain. I'm just simply saying that if I say it is raining, the probability of raining is 1, then that means it will rain. It will surely rain. So that means it is a sure event. Understood? All of you? Yes. So there is a question here. A bag has 4 red balls. The bag has 4 red balls, 2 yellow balls. And the ball is drawn from the bag without looking. What is the probability of getting a red ball? So what is the question? Probability of getting red ball. So I will have to write like this, P red ball. So what is the probability of getting a red ball? How many red balls are there? 4. Divided by what is the total number of balls? You have 4 and 2. What is that? It is 6. So 4 by 6 or nothing but 2 by 3. Understood? So what is the probability of getting a red ball? It is 2 by 3. Now, is it more or less than getting a yellow ball? So what is the probability of an yellow ball? The probability of getting an yellow ball is nothing but 2 from this 2 divided by the total. That is how much? 1 by 3. 2 by 6 or 1 by 3. Clear? So they have asked, is it more or less than yellow ball? Is it more or less? Probability, this is 2 by 3, this is 1 by 3. 2 by 3 is definitely greater than 1 by 3. So that means probability of getting red ball is greater than probability of getting which ball? Yellow ball. This probability of is written as P bracket. So when I write P bracket, it means probability of. So P bracket means probability of red ball greater than probability of yellow ball. Understood, all of you? Yes. So I hope this session was very useful to all of you. So what all we discussed here? We discussed about the different types of data. We discussed about different types of representing a data. Bar graph, histogram, pictograph, pie chart, and how to draw a pie chart also we discussed, right? And also we discussed about this probability. What is the definition of probability? What is sure event? What is an impossible event? So all these things also we have discussed, and we have done a question. So it's almost, the end of the session. So it's almost 8 o'clock. So we had around how many sessions? 4 sessions, right? And all of you, sir, I don't want to leave the class. Akshat, I will be coming back soon, okay? Because we have more chapters. We are not stopping with these 4 classes. We have other 8 or 9 chapters also which are remaining. So I will be coming back. I will let you guys know the schedule when it is going to happen. And also, to everyone's knowledge, there is going to be a Vedic mathematics class, okay? Vedic maths. Those of you know Vedic maths might understand what is this. So there is going to be a Vedic maths class which is going to happen maybe around December, maybe around your Christmas vacation or something, and mostly I will be taking that. Okay, so this one will happen maybe in the coming 1 or 2 months. So I hope to see all of you there also. And this Vedic mathematics does not have any age barrier. You can attend, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, all of them can attend this session, which is very useful, which will be very useful. Your calculation can become in another level. When we say that it can go to the next level, right? So this will be an upcoming one in the coming maybe 1 or 2 months. So maybe by December we will have this course or small class on Vedic mathematics. This also will maybe around the 4 days this class will be there. Okay, so I hope to see everyone in this one also, so this Vedic mathematics also. And thank you everyone. A warm what should I say? So all of you guys were very energetic in all the 4 sessions. All of you, like 4 hours that we had, all of you were energetic. You are putting the messages in the chat boxes. You are saying the answers and you are asking the doubts. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining this session and making this one a successful one. And I hope that all of you found it useful, right? So making the time useful is a first priority. So all these 4 hours that we had in the last 2 weeks, I hope these 4 hours were useful to you guys. And not only for mathematics, you had other subjects also. So I hope all the subjects and all the tutors were very nice, and all of them taught you very well. So I hope you guys understood all the topics also, right? So I will be coming back soon with another topics. Sir, you support Man United, I think. Yeah, it is not a big brainer, Adit. Yeah, sorry, Akshat. I think there was a notification which was popping up in my iPad when I shared the screen, right? Yes. Okay. And yes, Akshat. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. We will meet again soon. Okay. And if any doubts you guys have, you can put that in the YouTube chat also, or you can contact the customer care also. You will have the number in the website. So please visit the website and the YouTube channel also, and make sure that if you have any doubts, please put it there and get it cleared. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. See you guys soon. Yes. Thank you. Sui for our, Sue. Akshat. Yes. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Srinidhi. Thank you, Bhavya. Thank you, Akshat. Thank you. Thank you all.